The most powerful war in history has already begun, and no one's fired a single shot. This isn't just a quiet race anymore. The US and China are locked in a high-stakes tech war. And it won't begin with missiles. It'll start with code, algorithms, and silent power shifts. Whoever wins this war wins the future. Artificial intelligence, a new cold start. In 2025, China's Deepseek R1 shocked the world, outperforming larger Western AI models like ChatGPT at a fraction of the cost. Traditionally, top-tier AI was the domain of US giants like Google and Microsoft. Massive investment, massive scale, but Deepseek changed the game. Meanwhile, China is fast-tracking its national AI push, releasing powerful language models backed by state support. In April and May, both sides accelerated their launches, not just improving performance, but making AI cheaper, faster, and more accessible. In response, the US government mandated AI strategy adoption across federal agencies, and while America played catch-up, Chinese labs hinted at the next wave, quietly testing new models behind closed doors. This race isn't theoretical. Every release now affects economies, militaries, and industries, and the margin between these superpowers is shrinking fast. Autonomous machines, the robot frontier. AI is stepping off the screen and into the real world. The US is rolling out robotic dogs, humanoids, and military bots, but high costs and fragile supply chains remain hurdles. China, it's building more robots and building them cheaper. The Unitree G1 humanoid robot, priced around $16,000, highlights China's edge in mass production. But this isn't just about factory automation. China is embedding robots into its military doctrine, developing humanoids with tactical abilities, and launching a national push for ChatGPT for robotics. The US military, meanwhile, is testing voice-controlled battlefield bots. Both countries are racing toward autonomous machines that don't just follow commands. They think and fight. Quantum computing, a new frontier. In April, China's Origin Wukong 72-qubit chip made headlines. It trained a billion-parameter AI model, combining quantum computing with artificial intelligence. In a world-first hybrid system, the US is answering with serious firepower. IBM committed $150 billion to future-proof infrastructure, while Google and Microsoft push hard for fault-tolerant quantum machines. The race is no longer about if quantum computing works. It's about who gets there first. Whoever does will hold an edge in AI, encryption, and global security. Hypersonic weapons, Mach 5 and beyond. In April, new footage emerged, China's H-6N bomber launching air-based hypersonic missiles. These missiles are fast, Mach 5 and beyond. They're nearly impossible to detect and intercept. The US hit setbacks, scrapping its HALO missile project. But now it's advancing with Dark Eagle, its first fieldable hypersonic weapon. And there's a twist. American-British teams successfully tested an air-breathing hypersonic engine. Over 200 sustained trials at Mach 5. If deployed, it could leapfrog China's tech entirely. Hypersonics could rewrite modern warfare, and both sides know it. Biotech and gene editing, the genetic edge. China's Huida gene just helped children with rare disorders walk more steadily, using advanced RNA editing therapy. At the same time, US firms like Precision Bio received fast-track FDA approval for CRISPR-based treatments. But this goes deeper. Both nations are integrating AI into biotech, designing proteins, editing genomes, and pushing into human enhancement. This is not just a race to cure disease. It's a race to control the rules of life, science itself. Cybersecurity, the digital frontline. Cyber warfare is no longer in the shadows. Recently, China accused the US NSA of hacking critical infrastructure. Days later, US officials blamed China-linked groups for breaching Latin American governments. This back and forth is growing more aggressive, more public, and harder to ignore. The Pentagon has warned a single cyber attack could cripple weapons production or shut down military systems. New US laws are pushing back, establishing cyber task forces and rapid response protocols. This isn't just defense anymore. Cyber is now the opening move of 21st century warfare. Semiconductors, the silicon race. Everything runs on chips, and both nations know it. In April, China's President Xi declared advanced semiconductors a national imperative. Meanwhile, U.S. allies tightened export controls, choking off China's access to top-tier AI chips. China faces rising costs. U.S. tariffs are now inflating prices on Chinese robotics by over 100%. But Beijing is working around it, while also exploring deeper trade ties with Japan and South Korea. The U.S. is pumping billions into domestic chip fabs under the CHIPS Act, but experts warn building a self-sustained chip ecosystem takes years, not months. The story so far. This isn't just about faster tech. It's about who sets the rules for tomorrow. AI, quantum, cyber, hypersonics, genetics, they're converging fast. The winner won't just dominate industries, they'll shape economies, governments, and global power. So ask yourself, who adapts faster? Because the one who does rewrites the world.